Well, hello there everyone and welcome back once again to another video here on the JB Visuals YouTube channel. And yeah, again, I am back on Planet Coaster. Yeah, the Planet Coaster videos have been very popular this time, and here I am back in this little tutorial park where I've actually been doing some tutorials on some of the rides. So I've actually done a little tutorial so far on adding scenery to a ride, and so far I've actually built this little simple layout roller coaster which you can just see here. And tonight in this video we're actually going to be investigating on how to increase the ride's prestige, which you can just see right here, which has all the stars in it, which you can just see. And at the minute we have actually got to test the ride out first. So I'm just going to speed it up a bit because of course I've actually just got to test the ride out. So yeah, this video is actually going to be investigating on how to increase the ride prestige, like I just said. We're actually going to be focusing on how to make the ride experiences even more exciting. Oh, just stopped. And you can see here this grand carousel which we actually placed. You can actually see it's only got 1 star, which means that people will not be paying to get on the ride because it's actually got 1 star, because that means the ride experience is not good enough. It means it's too short, and plus there's not even any queue scenery around it. And that is what this video is going to be all about. We're not going to be focusing on the queue scene, we're actually going to be focusing on the main ride experience. Now, there's a lot of people out there who want to have a really good ride experience. Some people will want to have shorter ride experiences, some people will want to find the longer ride experiences where they actually get more time enjoying the rides. So what we're going to do in this video, we're actually going to be focusing on this grand carousel here, and like I just said, the prestige only has 1 star, which means, like I said again, people are not going to pay to go on the ride because it's not thrilling enough. And in order to change the ride experience, we've actually got to do one thing. We've actually got to go into the customize tool. So here, there's your overview, you've got your ticket price, your testing, and of course here is your customization tools. Now underneath the music we've actually got ride sequence. Now at the minute we've actually got these little sequences. So the carousel only has 3 of them. We've actually got it on spin, which of course is a slow spin, and then you got spin fast, which means the carousel will spin a little bit faster, and then of course the horses and all the other different carriages in there will rock even faster as well. And the problem is that the ride's too short. We actually need to make it longer in duration, because of course the more longer the ride is, the more guests will enjoy and they'll get to have more time having fun. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to get rid of these 2 sequences, leaving it on spin only. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add 5 more spins. So we're going to go, no, I mean 4, sorry. No, we are going to do 5 because that's what I actually did with the other one. So we've got 1, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means there are 6 in total, including the first one. You know, the reason I actually do this is because it's actually just to build the ride up a little bit. You know, I've seen carousels in real life. They actually start off quite slowly for the first half of the cycle. And then I'm going to add 6 more sequences, and we're actually going to put them onto spin fast. So that's 1. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4, That's 5. And 6. So we've actually got 6 each. So we've got 6 slow spin sequences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we've got 6 spin fast sequences. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then of course you can also add more animations, which of course are the sequences. And if you don't like them, or if you've made a mistake, you can just click on the reset animation so it will go back to the actual defaults. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to stop talking for a little bit, and I'm actually going to leave you with a little on-ride footage to see how the carousel actually gets on. And then over here you may notice that the stars, it's on 5 stars because of course it's actually calculating the prestige, because of course we've actually got to test the ride out, and of course we cannot open it until the ride has been fully tested. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to leave you with an on-ride POV of the carousel, and then we will then find out in a few minutes on how well the ride has done, and I will see you then. So here I am. I've just showed you a little bit of the ride POV. You can actually see now it's actually now going a bit faster. When I was actually on it, it was actually starting off a little bit slowly, and you can actually now see it's now gone a bit faster. And of course, obviously we're still in test mode. And then once the ride finish, it will then finish calculating the prestige, and then of course it will then come up with the final results. And we've got some nice little vintage music of the organ in the background. You can see we've got some really nice carriages. We've got loads of horses. There's there's some balloons. There's some planes and other umbrellas and that. You can just see very vintage as well, especially with the little lighting effects as well, just to make it that old. So we'll just fast forward a little bit, and then we'll find out the results. And there we go. So you can actually just see here that earlier it was actually on 1 star, and by adjusting the ride sequence, just extended the duration of the ride, you can actually see it's actually gone up to 4 stars, which means obviously guests will want to go on the ride and pay. And of course they will get to enjoy it, and it will add more thrills. And yeah, that's actually how you actually get the prestige up. And then of course adding some theming around the actual ride as well. So that's actually how you actually get the prestige up, like I've just been saying. And of course obviously you got to remember with rides you actually got to try and make them a little bit longer in duration. However, with the thrill rides, they are very, very challenging. I've been trying to see if I can get any of the thrill rides to be a bit longer, but it is very, very difficult to do because there are so many sequences to choose from. But with these little gentle rides, there's not that many actually, because the gentle rides need to be a bit longer, and then of course obviously the extreme rides need to be just a little bit shorter, because of course, you know, with a extreme ride, you don't want it to go on for too long, because otherwise guests will get sick afterwards. So with the gentle rides, you actually want them to be a bit more, you know, a bit more exciting, a bit more relaxing, you know, just adding a bit more time to it as well. So I hope you really enjoyed this little tutorial video, and I will see you all in another video very soon. And remember, keep on filming and keep on editing. Bye for now.